welcome back to the Frequency and Flow Podcast. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Kimberley Hamilton, and this is the space where we have the conversations that help us become more aware, more aligned, and more intentional about the lives we're creating. And today, I want to talk to the person who is tired, but not necessarily physically tired. You're people tired. You're tired of being the one everybody calls, the one everybody depends on, the one who figures it out, the one who shows up, the one who listens, the one who gives the advice, the one who sends the money, the one who rearranges the schedule, the one who says, "Don't worry, I got you." And somehow, you always do. You find a way, even when you're tired, even when you're overwhelmed, even when you have your own problems, even when helping them creates another problem for you. You still show up. But here's the question I want you to sit with today. Who shows up for you? And I don't mean who's around when everything is going well. I mean, when you're exhausted, who notices? When you're overwhelmed, who says, "What can I take off of your plate?" When you're struggling, who rearranges their life for you the way you've rearranged yours for them? When you finally say, "I need help," who actually comes? Now that question can hurt because some of us have spent years building relationships where our primary value has been what we can provide. And then one day we stop providing, and suddenly the relationship changes. That's when you begin realizing some people weren't connected to you, they were connected to your availability. Let that sit for a second. Some people became comfortable with a version of you who had no boundaries. The version who always answered, always came through, always forgave, always understood, always accommodated, always gave another chance. And now you're becoming someone who can say, "No, I can't do that," without a 5-paragraph explanation afterward. And that's what we're talking about today. Learning to say no without guilt. Before we dive deeper, I want to make sure you have something that will truly support your journey. I created the Shift to Rise Starter Kit just for you. It's completely free, and it's packed with affirmations, journal prompts, a 7-day check-in, and a quick visualization practice to help you align and rise into your highest frequency. This is the very first step to creating the transformation you've been craving, and I don't want you to miss it. All you have to do is head on over to my Stan store. That's stan.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08 and download your free kit today. So if you're ready to start shifting old patterns and stepping into the woman you're becoming, go grab your kit now. And that's stan.store Kimberley Hamilton 08. Your free starter kit is waiting for you. Part 1. How did you become everybody's person? Sometimes overgiving gets praised so much that we don't recognize it as a problem. People tell you, "Oh, you're so strong. I knew I could count on you. You always know what to do. You're such a good person." And those things may be true, but somewhere along the way, you can begin confusing being needed with being valued. There's a difference. You see, being needed says, "What can you do for me?" Whereas being valued says, "How are you doing?" Being needed says, "I need you to show up." But being valued says, "You've been showing up for everybody. Let me show up for you." And when you're naturally nurturing, compassionate, dependable, or solution oriented, people learn quickly. Call her, she'll handle it. And eventually, you start believing that's your job. You become the fixer, the rescuer, the emotional support system, the crisis manager, the dependable friend, the dependable family member, the dependable coworker, the dependable partner. Everybody gets a piece of you, and you get whatever is left. If everybody gets the best of you and you consistently get the exhausted version of you, something has got to change. Part 2. When helping becomes self-abandonment. I want to make something clear. There is nothing wrong with helping people. There is nothing wrong with generosity. There is nothing wrong with being dependable. There's nothing wrong with having a beautiful heart. But helping other people becomes unhealthy when helping them repeatedly requires you to abandon yourself. When you say yes while your entire body is screaming no, that's not alignment. When you cancel something important to you, every time someone else has an emergency, that's not sustainable. When you loan money you can't afford to lose because you feel guilty saying no, that's not generosity anymore. When you are emotionally drained but allow someone to unload on you for another 2 hours because you don't want them upset with you, something has to change. Sometimes the most loving sentence you can say is, "I don't have the capacity for that today." Period. No essay, no elaborate explanation, no courtroom defense, no evidence presented to prove why your no is justified. Just no. Let's take a moment to breathe and align. If you're on a path to healing, growth, or self-discovery, I've created the perfect trio to support you. Start with my ebook, Embarking on Your Personal or Spiritual Journey, a Comprehensive Guide, which is a sacred roadmap for anyone navigating a spiritual or personal awakening. Then dive deeper with my Making the Choice to Change, where I share real tools and mindset shifts that helps me rise from surviving to thriving. And to truly integrate your growth, don't miss the Awaken Her Journal, created by me, which is a guided experience designed to elevate your gratitude, self-care, emotional check-ins, and alignment. This is more than reading. It's soul work. Get your ebooks and journal now at stan.store/Kimberly Hamilton 08 and give yourself the gift of transformation. Part 3. Why does saying no feel so bad? Now, here's where this gets a little deeper. Sometimes saying no feels guilty because somewhere along the line you learned that being a good person meant being accessible. You learned good people help, good mothers sacrifice, good friends show up, good employees go above and beyond, strong people handle things, loving people give. And yes, sometimes they do. But nowhere in that definition does it say, destroy yourself, proving you love everybody else. Some of us aren't afraid of saying no. We're afraid of what might happen after we say it. Will they be angry? Will they stop calling? Will they think I'm selfish? Will they talk about me? Will they leave? And here's where awareness becomes powerful. If saying no causes someone to withdraw their love from you, you may need to question what that love was dependent upon. Because healthy relationships can survive boundaries. Healthy friendships can survive no. Healthy partnerships can survive, I don't have the capacity today. Healthy people might be disappointed by your boundary, but they don't punish you for having one. People who benefited from your lack of boundaries may be the first people offended when you finally create them. Their discomfort doesn't automatically mean your boundary is wrong. Part 4. The pain of non-reciprocation. Now let's talk about the part people don't always admit. Yes, it hurts when it's not reciprocated. It hurts when you've shown up for someone over and over again, and the one time you need them, they're nowhere to be found. Yes, it hurts when you've celebrated everybody, but nobody seems to celebrate you. It hurts when you remember everyone's important moments and they forget yours. It hurts when you've answered calls at midnight, but your call goes unanswered. And sometimes we tell ourselves, well, I shouldn't expect anything back. And yes, genuine giving shouldn't be transactional. But let's be clear, reciprocity is not the same thing as keeping score. Healthy relationships have movement in both directions. Maybe we don't give exactly the same things. Maybe I support you one way and you support me another. But I should not consistently leave our relationship depleted while you consistently leave replenished. That's not reciprocity. That's a pattern. And sometimes we're angry at people for taking too much when we've never stopped giving. That's difficult to admit because boundaries require us to take responsibility for the access we've continued granting. You cannot control whether someone asks, but you can control whether the answer is always yes. Part 5. Stop expecting you from other people. This lesson can be painful. Everybody doesn't have your heart. Everybody doesn't think like you. Everybody doesn't love like you. Everybody isn't going to show up the way you show up. And constantly expecting yourself from other people will leave you disappointed. You might think, I would never do that to them. You're probably right, but they're not you. So instead of repeatedly asking, why won't they do for me what I do for them? Maybe the question becomes, why do I continue doing this much for someone who has repeatedly shown me what they are willing to give? That's a different question, because now your power comes back to you. You don't need to become cold. You don't need revenge. You don't have to announce that you're cutting everybody off. You simply begin adjusting your investment according to what the relationship actually is, instead of what you keep hoping it will become. Stop pouring gallon-sized love into relationships that keep handing you teaspoons. Part 6. Your no does not require an apology. Some of you say no like this. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I don't think I can. Or I feel terrible. I hope you're not mad. Maybe I can try and let me see what I can do. And before you know it, you've talked yourself right back into yes. Let's practice something different. Say, no, I'm not available. I can't take that on right now. That doesn't work for me. I'm going to pass this time. I truly don't have the capacity for that today. I won't be able to help with that. Do you notice something? None of those sentences are disrespectful. Boundaries don't have to be aggressive. You can be kind and unavailable. You can be loving and then say no. You can care about somebody's situation without making their situation your responsibility. And here's one I really want you to remember. A request is not an obligation. Someone asking you for something does not automatically create a responsibility for you to provide it. Looking for inspiration, transformation, and tools to help you elevate your life? Then I invite you to visit my website at www.kimberley-hamilton.com. Hi, I'm Kimberley Hamilton, nurse of 20 years, author, mindset coach, speaker, and host of the Frequency and Flow Podcast. My mission is simple: to help people shift their mindset, align with their purpose, and rise into the highest version of themselves. When you visit my website, you'll find printed editions of my books, including Making the Choice to Change, a peek into my journey, and Embarking on Your Personal and Spiritual Journey. These powerful reads are filled with lessons, reflections, and practical tools designed to support your personal growth journey. You'll also discover my exclusive Shift to Rise signature collection featuring signature branded mugs, inspirational notebooks, empowerment planners, and motivational magnets. Each item was created with intention to serve as a daily reminder that your transformation begins with the choices you make every day. Want to meet me in person? Visit the events section of the website to find upcoming speaking engagements, wellness events, workshops, and appearances. I'd love the opportunity to connect with you. hear your story, and support you on your journey. Whether you're looking for personal development resources, meaningful gifts, transformational coaching, or inspiration to help you move forward, everything you need is waiting for you in one place. Your next chapter starts with one decision. Your future is waiting for you to say yes. Your shift begins today. Visit www.kimberley-hamilton.com. Tap into your frequency and live in your flow. Part 7. The pause before the yes. This was major for me. So here's something practical I want you to start doing. Stop answering immediately. If someone asks, can you ... whatever it is, you don't have to automatically say yes. Say, let me check and get back to you. That pause is powerful because chronic overgivers often answer based on somebody else's need before checking their own capacity. So before saying yes, ask yourself, do I actually want to do this? Do I have the emotional capacity? Do I have the time? Will saying yes create resentment later? Or am I saying yes because I genuinely want to help? Or because I'm afraid of disappointing them? And here's the big one. What will I have to say no to in my own life in order to say yes to what they need? Because every yes does cost something. It costs you your time, energy, sometimes money, attention, rest, focus, or your peace. So make sure you're comfortable with the price. Part 8. Let people experience your boundaries. Now, this may be uncomfortable, but you've got to let people experience the new version of you. You don't need to make an announcement. Just change the behavior. You don't answer every call immediately. You don't solve every crisis. You stop volunteering before anyone even asks. You stop lending what you cannot afford to lose. You stop carrying grown adults through consequences they need to experience. You stop being everybody's emotional emergency room. And yes, some relationships may change. Because when you change your role in a relationship, the relationship itself has to adjust. But something beautiful happens too. You finally discover who loves you and who simply loved what you did for them. Before we close, grab your journal. I want you to spend some time this week, honest time, with these journal prompts. Number 1, where in my life am I consistently giving more than I have the capacity to give? Number 2, who or what am I afraid I might lose if I start saying no? Number 3, which relationships in my life feel reciprocal and which consistently leaves me depleted? Number 4, what do I routinely sacrifice for other people that I need to begin protecting for myself? Number 5, what would change in my life if I stopped believing that disappointing someone automatically meant I had done something wrong? Don't rush with these, especially that last one. Sit with it. Your affirmations: I want you to repeat these throughout the week just so you can reset. I am allowed to protect my time, energy, and peace. I can say no without guilt and yes without resentment. I do not have to earn love through overgiving. I welcome relationships built on mutual care, respect, and reciprocity. I choose myself without abandoning my compassion for others. And one more, my boundaries are evidence that I value the life I am creating. So listen to me. You don't have to become less loving. You don't have to become less generous. You don't have to stop helping people. Just stop disappearing from your own life while you're busy showing up in everybody else's. You matter too. Your energy matters. Your time matters. Your dreams matter. Your finances matter. Your rest matters. Your emotional well-being, it matters. Your peace matters. And sometimes protecting those things require one tiny word. No. No guilt, no shame, no 20-minute explanation, just alignment. Because every time you honor a boundary that protects the person you're becoming, you're teaching yourself, I can trust me. And that is part of the shift. That's part of the alignment. And that's how we rise. If this episode made you think of someone who is constantly pouring from an empty cup, send it to them. And if you're that person, maybe this episode was the reminder you needed. Make sure you subscribe or follow the Frequency and Flow podcast. Leave us a review and share this episode with somebody who needs this conversation. And remember, tap into your frequency, live in your flow. I'll meet you right back here next time. Until then, protect your peace, honor your capacity, and remember, no is a complete sentence. If today's episode is resonating with you and you're feeling that pull to go deeper on your journey, I've got something just for you. Head on over to my Stan store at stan.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08, where you'll find transformational tools to support the very topics that we're talking about today. From my empowering ebooks to guided journals like Awaken Her, everything is designed to help you shift, rise, and realign with your highest self. Don't just listen, take inspired action. Visit stan.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08 and start your next level today.
So tap into your frequency, live in your flow. Frequency and